This episode of 100 Not Out proudly brought to you by the 2017 Greek Island Longevity Retreat to Ikaria, the island where people forget to die. To find out more and to join Damian, myself, and an intimate group of 100 Not Outers, go to www.100notout.com. That's 100notout.com.
TheWellnessCouch.com, streaming wellness into your lives.
Welcome to 100 Not Out, featuring your hosts Dr. Damian Christoph and Marcus Pierce.
Hello and welcome to 100 Not Out, a weekly show dedicated to helping you master the art of aging well. My name is Marcus Pierce and here I am with the Wellness Couch co-founder, the Wellness Guys co-founder. He is the gorilla of gratitude. Hello, gorilla.
I love it.
They don't really go together.
No, they don't.
But there's nothing to be ungrateful about a gorilla.
No. There's not, is there?
No. And gorillas make you laugh.
Well, calling me a gorilla makes it interesting. It's got to be the hair on my body. Is that a hairist thing?
All it is
what is that?
Begins with G.
I like it.
I could have called you the grasshopper of gratitude.
Yeah, no, I prefer gorilla.
Yeah.
That's good. Poor little grasshoppers.
No, they don't get much, do they?
Turned into protein powder these days.
Are they really? Is that true?
Crickets, grasshoppers.
No way.
Seriously. Ground down for flour.
No.
Gross. Grasshopper cake.
Are you for real?
Hello. Yeah, seriously. They're gluten-free too. High in protein. It's amazing.
Gosh. So you get black powder for crickets. You have green powder for grasshoppers.
Brown.
Wow.
Anyway.
The new whey protein.
Gross.
No longer whey. It's just cricket protein. Okay.
Gross.
Sure.
Happy not to have that.
Whatever works for you. I don't know that I'd be that grateful for grasshopper protein, but if there's one thing that I am grateful for,
You pretend to be grateful.
nah, I'm too selfish to pretend. I don't pretend well at all. I don't know about you, but
Yeah.
if someone was I talking about this with Amber recently? Just the other night, last night, I think we were talking about if someone, maybe with you, someone gives me a present and I don't like it, I find it really hard to pretend like it.
Really?
Oh, so hard.
Is that what feign means?
Feign, yeah.
Like John Feign.
F-E-I-G-N, I would think.
I like it. There
But
you go. Interesting. Fascinating. Really? I can't believe that.
But so the thing is, the more I think about the gift, the more grateful I will be. But if someone gives me, I don't know,
Cricket flour.
cricket flour, and they know that I'm vegan, right? I find it really difficult to go, oh. I know the gift of giving, and this is why this is a really good episode to talk about gratitude.
Yeah.
Because there's levels and there's thresholds.
Yeah.
Over time, I will be more grateful to that person.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, at the exact moment when they give me the cricket powder, I'm like, you don't even know me.
Can't believe you gave me cricket powder.
Yeah, you don't know me. Like, no? I could get really big on this and give you some real life examples, but I'm toying up in my head whether that's wise or not. But I'm playing with it.
Nah. Oh well.
Whilst we talk,
you do that
I
sort
will
of stuff to
consider.
me. You do that sort of stuff to me. Seen
What
one of
about-
these before?
Oh, what do you mean? I put you on the spot about bringing up real life examples.
Do.
Do I?
Yeah.
Does that feel a bit pressured?
No, well, no, it doesn't. I don't ever really feel pressured, but I do open up.
Yeah. Do you think
Everybody knows that I open up.
Do you think I don't open up?
I'm not very self-centered.
No.
No.
Would you like me to open up more on the podcast?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe today, I'd be grateful if you opened up about this.
All right.
Hang
I've got a few examples.
Should we talk about this?
What are you rattling there?
Shona. What's called?
Oli
can. Gosh, Shona, I'm so sorry.
Retire on fire. Google her.
Yeah,
she's incredible.
76-year-old who came to Ikaria with us had a time of her life. I don't know if it was the time of her life, but a time of her life. Very much enjoyed the experience in Ikaria.
Bucket list.
It was a bucket list thing, wasn't it? And so Shona gave us a gratitude rattle each, Marcus and I. And since coming back from Ikaria, back to Australia, we've been using our gratitude rattle at dinner time and showing each other, Amber, Jack and I, just through words and through the rattling of the gratitude rattle, what we're actually grateful for in the day. And the greatest thing about that is that it helps you think about all the things that happen in the day. And I found it really interesting to watch how Jackson has to go and think about the things he's grateful for, because so many people take things for granted.
Yes,
People take things for granted, and it might appear that they are selfish or spoiled or any of the above. It's just that they may not be conscious about what they're grateful for. So it's not that they're not grateful, it's just that they're not conscious of it. So, or as Marvin Oka might say, they don't have mindfulness as one of their core competencies.
But don't you think though,
in that regard, around gratitude.
So with this though, don't you think that it's like, I think it's a part of human nature that we do take things for granted, because in taking something for granted, often that thing which we take for granted, we allow ourselves the opportunity to get contrast in our life to then go, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for my legs, because I just saw someone today in a wheelchair and I thought, holy moly, like,
true,
I can go for a walk. But
that's
every other day of the week,
stop to think about that, because many people would not stop to think about it.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I mean though. But so I feel like that, like with a lot of things in personal growth, there's an undertone of guilt associated with things. So if we're not grateful for our legs every single day, then we're not doing gratitude right. Or if we're not grateful for our eyes or our ears or the I was going to say the hair that grows on our head, the heart that...
I am grateful for the hair that grows on my head. What's remaining? There, you feel it. Do it again. That's the spot. That's the spot. I love it.
It's physical touch, isn't it?
Yeah, physical
so nice.
touch. Physical touch.
But I feel that, like, it's a bit like being happy all the time. It's like, you're not going to feel grateful all the time. If I kick you in the shins right now, you're not going to feel grateful for the nerve endings that allow you to feel the pain in your shins at exactly that point in time.
I'd be grateful that you didn't kick me in both shins.
Or somewhere else.
Yeah, somewhere else, that's right. No, you're right. It's, there are opportunities, there's definitely opportunities to be grateful. This little gratitude rattle gives you those opportunities. And the reason why it gives you these opportunities is because it reminds you that you need to come back to being grateful. And so at the end of the day, it's always nice to give thanks, and it's always nice to just acknowledge all the great things that have happened in your life. Even if you think your life sucks, some great things happened in your day. You just have to find them.
If you want to turn your life around, best way to do it is to start being grateful for whatever's happening.
Count Your Blessings. There's a great book written by a great friend of ours, John D. Martini, called Count Your Blessings, and that was one of the early, I suppose, self-help books that I ever read.
I've never read it.
You never read Count Your Blessings?
Count Your Blessings.
It's a very easy book to read, and John talks about all those things that are around us that are in fact blessings, and just stopping to check in to really see what are the blessings in your life.
There are little things which are the big things, like having a fight with a mum, a dad, a partner of any description. You might go, that sucks that I had to fight, but you've got a mum or a dad to fight with. Many people would love to have a mum or a dad to fight with.
This is it.
They'd love to have a partner, to have a Barney with, a daughter, if they haven't conceived and they don't think they will. They'd love to have a daughter who comes up and says, I hate you, mum, because that would show that they've actually got someone in their life. And
or
I think
a brother or sister that annoys them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
A brother that beats the living taillights out of them.
Yeah, a job that just drives you mental. Some people just would love to have a job. A house that you're not proud of. People just love to have a house.
Have a house.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so I think that's why I feel that it's important to bring up this whole idea of contrast in gratitude, because sometimes when something bad is happening, it does allow us to go, well, I'm kind of grateful to have the problem because I'm alive. Like, I'm alive to have this.
Yeah.
And so I think that's where gratitude is not misrepresented, but I do think that we mustn't be so hard on ourselves to think that we should be grateful all the time, because stuff happens. But then in reflection, I think that's what I'm trying to say. Gratitude is great at the end of the day.
Yeah.
When you go, holy moly,
look at all these great things that happen.
Yeah.
But you do have to reflect on it. You do.
Because otherwise you don't. Otherwise it's easy to feel ungrateful, isn't it?
And you can still get through a massive list of gratitude and still forget that there's some other things that you are grateful for. It's not an exact science. It's not that you have to be grateful for everything that's happened in your life. You don't have to acknowledge that there's everything that happened in your day that you are grateful for. You don't have to acknowledge that. But it's great to bring that into the forefront of your mind so that you start to think on that sphere of positivity that allows you to, or that plane of positivity that allows you to continue to inspire other people to be thankful and grateful.
If we were to, and this is a great point that you raise, if we were to consider all of the things that we could be grateful for, it's an infinite.
Infinite.
It is literally millions of things long.
No, it's not finite.
Oh yeah, okay,
It's
sorry.
infinite.
That's a great pickup there.
You like that?
Well played.
Yeah.
It's late at night and
Gotcha.
you are still so sharp.
Hey, how about
That's
that?
remarkable.
It was probably the massage. We're great massages tonight, didn't we?
Selena
Baird.
I'm so grateful to Selena.
Great.
And to you for allowing this space. I mean, it's a real perk of doing 100 Not Out on a Monday at 100 Not Out HQ on the Monday that Selena just waltzes in.
Gives us massages.
I'm so grateful for that.
You're welcome.
So, a couple of things about gratitude that some people do, some people don't. I'm just going to ask you and then we can have a talk about it. Gratitude journals. They're everywhere. Ever done one? What have you thought? Your experiences? Writing down what you're grateful for.
I absolutely love gratitude journals. Love them. Never ever done one. Never done one. The reason why I love them is I think because some people actually will find heaps of benefit in a gratitude journal. And I wouldn't poo-poo an idea like that. I think that's a great thing to do. A great friend of ours, Amanda McMillan, has made the journey of me. And and really that's an amazing opportunity to write down and create a chronology. It's a big word.
Yeah.
Of
it's
your,
a beautiful thing.
Of your gratitude, right? What a great way to be reminded. And look, only just maybe it was last night or maybe today, I can't recall, but I said to Amber, it'd be a great thing for Jackson to write down all the things he's grateful for, so that in a year he could look back and look at all the things he gave thanks for. Because it's just part of the learning process of acknowledging all the great things that actually happened. So a gratitude journal, I think that could be a great thing. I've never ever done one. Maybe it might help me be more grateful. But I am incredibly grateful.
Well, this is it. The reason why I asked, my leading kind of agenda here is that there are different ways, different folks, different strokes. And I know another great friend of the couch, Cindy O'Meara, part of her day after her swim on the beach is to go to a cafe, order a coffee and write down in her journal 10 things which she's grateful for. She gets over 3,500 items a year.
That's incredible.
That she's grateful for.
Do you do one?
I don't. I used to keep a journal quite regularly, but either with the advent of technology where I type a lot and the rest, I don't write as much as I used to. Like I literally have like the years from 2000, probably from the year 1998 probably to the year 2014. I still have a journal, but it's more like just ideas and notes and the rest. And it's good to reflect in all of the things, but I don't have a ritual for writing gratitude each day, because for me, too many rituals creates overwhelm and guilt and frustration that you're not doing your oil pulling, your gratitude journaling, your meditating, your exercising, your couch time. My two pillars in terms of rituals would be exercise in the morning and couch time.
CPC.
Well, yeah, CPC, but I talk about probably, that is definitely a ritual as well. Yeah, CPC and a coffee in the morning after breakfast, and couch time with Sarah at night. If those two things happen, if I have exercise in the morning and couch time with Sarah at night, I'm going to go to bed
happy.
I'll probably take for granted that most days I'd have breakfast, lunch and dinner with the family. Yeah. So I'm going to bed with a full tank.
And almost everything in your house is done for you. That's something to be grateful for.
Oh, so many things.
Yeah, because you're out of the house a lot of the day.
Well, the second half of the day I'm at home, but the first half of the day I'm in. But I'm a bit similar to you, like breakfast is my thing.
Yep.
Breakfast is made every morning. But some days I'd make my lunch, other days I'll come home from the cafe and I'll walk in and lunch is on the table.
Yeah.
Some of those things are absolutely remarkable.
So good.
Yeah, which again, I think we've all got an infinite amount of things to be grateful for.
Oh, totally.
Totally. The other thing that a lot of people do is they just speak their gratitude. This is probably something which I do like to do, is I see something and I just go, and I will say to myself, Self? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you'd say?
Oh, no.
Self. I'm so grateful for that.
But I don't think I would necessarily, sometimes to say I'm so grateful, I mean, there's times when I go, I'm so grateful for, it could be anything. I love pelicans, right? So I will finish work in the morning. I'll walk over to the Brunswick. Did you know I love pelicans? I'm obsessed with pelicans.
Storm Boy.
It's ridiculous.
Storm Boy.
I don't know. Who's Storm Boy?
Didn't you ever see that movie?
No.
Oh my gosh. Storm Boy.
No.
Great Australian movie.
I'll have to watch it.
Yeah.
So after the morning session of work, I will often do a walk and talk along the Brunswick River. And if there's a pelican there, it mesmerizes me. Like everything stops.
You love it.
And I just have this incredible moment of gratitude. And I say, I am just so grateful to you, little pelican, for being here right now, because I'm like a pig in SHIT.
Really?
This is awesome.
It's like cricket. I suppose it's like caterpillars. I love seeing caterpillars and lizards.
Yeah,
Love
you
them,
are.
don't I?
Yeah, absolutely.
Love them.
Yep.
Love them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And to all the people that do have me on Snapchat, they get a lot of pelicans, because I don't put it on Facebook or anything. It's like a 10-second video. There's a pelican in the river!
Oh, is that right? That's incredible. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's a little weird
But you
thing.
actually do give thanks very, very quickly too. So, somebody will give you something and you go, oh, thank you so much.
Yep. Gee, you take me off quite well.
That's what you do.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, giving thanks. And this comes back to...
Unless it's a present you don't like.
Yeah, so I'll give you one, right? I'll give you one.
Okay.
I'm going to preface this.
Can you give me an example of a time when you've received a gift that you never wanted, didn't like, hated, and you really struggled to say thank you? Give gratitude.
All I'm going to say...
I want you to mention names.
I am. All I'm going to say as a preface is that, Dad, I love you so much.
DP. All right, here we go. What did you do?
So
DP?
I don't remember the birthday, but it's going to be somewhere between the age of 28 and 32.
Okay.
And my dad...
I think I've heard this story.
My dad has I've told it a number of times.
I think this story, DP, has really affected Marcus because...
No, it's actually just a really good story.
Well, I've heard it before, so
yeah.
It's deep, it's ingrained.
It's
in his DNA.
I'll have to thrash this out, because I totally understand why my dad did it. It was a very loving thing to do. It's just my selfish first child nature.
Okay.
So I'm somewhere between the age of 28 and 32. I love football. I've collected footy cards in my young days. My dad had a news agency, so I would often get the whole set of footy cards just like that.
Like that.
Right? So at some point, again, let's say I was 28, my dad was working for the Herald and Weekly Times, or the Herald Sun, and it's my birthday, and I opened the wrapping, and thinking, okay, because DP, he's so generous. Like when you get a present from DP, it's awesome, right? So you got to remember that my dad has actually put a lot of thought into this, just probably not the thought that I was thinking of, right?
Okay. And
there in front of me is, I'm going to say, like 20 packets of footy cards.
Between the age of 28 and...
No, just say for my 28th birthday. No, just for one birthday. I just can't remember exactly what age I was.
Right.
But let's just say I was 28.
Okay.
And if I was 14...
Or 10.
Or 10...
Yeah.
I would have been... Whoa! Right? I would have been so happy. But at that time, as much as I know it was an incredibly loving thing to do, it was awesome. He's a beautiful man. He's my best mate. God love him. I just couldn't, I really struggled to. I found it very difficult to hide my, I was like, I'm 28.
Did you say
10.
that? What did you say?
No, I kind of just laughed. I was like, I probably said, this is definitely from the Herald and Weekly Times. This is definitely like part of a promotion, and they must be giving it away with the newspaper or something. Because he'd always give you a Herald Sun hat or a stubby holder. We always hang it on my dad, like if there's a new cookbook out from the Herald and Weekly Times, we'll end up getting it or whatever. But it was just not what I was expecting. And so, as I say, from a pure love perspective, my dad was giving me love. So I, in no way, hold that against him. And I don't hold it against him for giving me the cards. It's my response. Like, it's all to do with me, right?
That wasn't very juicy.
Wasn't well? Okay. Well, if I gave you,
surely there's more juicy ones than that.
What if I gave you, I don't know, shampoo and conditioner for your birthday? Like,
what are you saying?
Nothing. It's just like,
why would you bring that up?
No. It's not about.
What's the point?
No,
you're having a go because I've got no hair.
No, I'm not. It's more just like it's like a practical. It's just like a practical. What if I gave you deodorant or aftershave or
Well, at the Panigiri.
Socks.
At the
or-
Panigiri in Ikaria.
Yeah.
And I did the raffle.
Oh.
Did the raffle.
Yeah.
And I got my number and went down to the little room.
Thinking I'm going to get some baklava or...
Thinking baklava, spanakopita, something flash, olive oil, unbelievable. It was a big thing of shampoo. It was like Pert 2-in-1. It was kind of had both shampoo and conditioner.
Did you want to take it back? So give it to someone else?
I gave it to someone else.
Yeah.
They were grateful.
I mean,
I
think...
hear you.
Yeah.
I understand.
So we're not bad people. This is the thing, like...
No, I know you're not poo-pooing or bad-mouthing. I just expected something more juicy. Anyway, I'm grateful that you didn't go too juicy.
No, okay. Sorry that I let you down on the example front. But I think that, I hope people have enjoyed the fact that that we've shared the many different ways that we would like to express our gratitude.
Yeah.
And I like to express my gratitude to you. Thank you for being an incredible human being and the man that you are and the way that we do this. And you get to... You pull your house upside down to do 100 Not Out HQ.
I love it.
Verbal gratitude.
Thank
But
you.
no matter how you like to share gratitude, I just think it's the way that you express it, no matter how you like to do it, rather than how society teaches us. We must be grateful for 3 things per day. Just do it the way you like to do it, but just make sure that it's done. I think that's a great point that you raised earlier.
Love it.
Yep, cool. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of 100 Not Out, guys. Come along to 100 Not Out Lifestyle in November 12 and 13. All of the information at 100notout.com. If you want to bring more gratitude into your life, more fulfillment, that is a weekend for it. Check us out on iTunes if you are so well inclined. Please give us a 5-star rating. That allows the world to be more, to have the 100 Not Out message shared with them all over the world. And make sure to engage with us at Facebook, facebook.com/100 Not Out. Thanks again for your support of the podcast. Until next time, as always, continue to make the rest of your life the best of your life.
This has been a production of TheWellnessCouch.com. Check us out on Facebook and join in the conversation on Facebook.com/TheWellnessCouch. Subscribe to each show on iTunes and check us out on Twitter. The Wellness Couch, streaming wellness into your lives. Whilst the Wellness Couch presenter endeavor to provide accurate and helpful information to their listeners, these podcasts cannot take into account individual circumstances and are not intended to be a substitute for health and medical advice from a qualified health professional. You should always seek the advice of a qualified health professional before acting on any of the information provided by any of the Wellness Couch podcasts.